they're like, it's unplayable garbage, and I don't care about it, and the graphics are ugly, and the music is terrible. And I'm like, okay, we're back in the cycle again. Yeah. And that just keeps happening. But it happens all the time, too, with basically every other.
Quentin here. I'm fine, babe.
This is Ethan. I'm gonna go. Don't worry, Devin's here. This is time. Let's rock and roll.
Where we all sound the same, and our points, in fact, do not matter. We will share them anyway.
Says you.
How's it going, guys?
Good. That was the second time you've actually used your line you came up with. Wow. That was good.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Twice.
He put a little creative flair on it this time.
Yeah.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
That is indeed.
That's right.
Technically, we most of us usually put a creative flair on it in the sense that we don't do it.
And we don't do it.
Right. Yeah. That's
people don't realize that we're deviating from a pre-planned opener because
we never did the pre-planned opener.
More than
Right. Yeah.
Guys, it's a good time to be a gaming podcast.
Yeah.
Because Harrison, hello.
Oh, look. Hi, Harrison.
What?
Look, everyone.
Don't acknowledge him.
Look, everyone. It's the Lord.
Don't acknowledge him. He is the wall.
Producer Harrison, who speaks for the trees.
Speaks for the trees.
That's right. We're glad you're here.
That's me.
Yeah.
He's speaking for me.
Yeah, exactly right.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys.
So
it's a good time.
I think that it's never a good time to be on a gaming podcast.
Well, that's just what you always
It's never a good time for you.
Because you know, the thing is that not only are video games dead, but podcasts are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
He's not wrong.
He's
half right.
No one's playing video games who's still alive, okay? And no one is watching podcasts that are still alive.
Everything is dead.
No one is making video games.
Everything is dead.
We've all just collapsed. Yeah,
it's all alive.
Guys, I'm glad to be on this podcast because I've been playing some games recently.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Hooray!
Oh, what you been playing?
Dead.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny is that
wasn't that supposed to be a bumper?
No, that's not a thing anymore.
What do we do? We don't do what you've been playing.
No, the new bumper is what's up.
Guys, welcome to What's Up. This is where we talk about what's up.
Yeah.
Wait, no, not what's up, right? Isn't it?
It's WhatsApp.
Isn't it? What you've been playing?
No.
Or that's the news.
Quentin's always like 5 episodes behind on.
Oh wait! It's the news, or what you've been playing, or
that head injury
game.
of Quentin's is just unspeakably
it's getting worse.
tragic.
You know,
it's getting way worse.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll kick it off.
Go ahead.
Can I kick it off, Producer Harrison?
Kick it off.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, sure.
You got to do the thing. You got to ask me.
You got to ask him.
Okay. Ethan, what's up?
Hey, Ethan, tell us what's up.
Ethan, what's up?
I was just about to hear Devin. That's what's up. I was about to hear what Devin's.
Oh, wow. He passed it.
Pass the torch.
So, guys, I want to talk about the Kirby Air Riders second direct pass from Sakurai.
There's the first one?
I hear he is a manga now.
I thought
he's a manga now. He is a manga now.
What's a manga now?
That's what Sakurai is.
He's a mango now.
Wow.
No, so did you guys watch it? Did anybody watch it?
I haven't watched the second one.
Girl, are you kidding?
Man,
of course I didn't watch it.
Oh, it looks great. It's crazy.
No.
I saw the Sandbag from Smash Bros.
Sandbag is back. He announced in this one that all the original stages have been reworked and they're in this game, meaning there's 18 courses now instead of just 9 like the original. And something that I like, this is how you get Devin excited for a game, is you can do costumes for the characters and you can trick out your rides. You can like in classic Sakurai fashion, he's given us way too much control in my opinion, because you can take elements and rotate them and enlarge them and stuff, and you know what fans are going to do with it.
You know what people are going to make.
I've seen some of the emblems people would make on Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, like Smash Bros. Custom stages are proof of the degeneracy.
But we've been doing this a long time.
Too.
Because you remember on Mario Kart DS, you could make custom emblems for your carts.
Yeah,
right?
it was some. Yeah, Nintendo's moderation was actually pretty good. I only encountered one person who had like a really messed up emblem, and they dropped out of the race like 30 seconds into the race. So they did okay. Nowadays, it's
I don't
way
know.
harder.
I don't know. I saw some ones that I thought were pretty funny at the time, and they were not exactly
to this day.
However, you know, it's mostly about, you know, like if they get reported, you know, and that kind of thing.
Right. And nowadays, some people won't do it because they think it's funny or something.
I never reported anybody on anything.
But no, it looks fantastic. It looks phenomenal.
Honestly,
it looks really good.
I don't care what you make a Smash Bros. Stage. I don't care what you post on Miiverse. I will never report you. Go ahead.
You're not a narc.
No, I'm not a narc.
I've reported everyone I've ever seen.
I've reported everyone on this podcast.
To the FBI.
Oh yeah.
No, here's the thing.
That's just responsibility.
You know, we could have a whole topic about this, but you know, eventually I'll add something to the topic. But you know, you remember what happened when Miiverse was shutting down, and they fired all their moderation, right?
It was glorious.
It was the greatest time on Miiverse.
I don't think it was the greatest time.
It was just basically...
It was just insane.
You'd open it and it would just be like pornography.
Right.
The insane thing was playing Splatoon 2 at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Miiverse would appear everywhere.
I was just about to mention the Splatoon.
Yeah.
It was like there was pornography and slurs, and that was just like you just open Miiverse on your Nintendo DS.
Yeah. Well, let me use my time to talk about Kirby Air Riders.
Oh, sorry. Kirby Air Riders. Yeah.
No, it looks great. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The level of content is like Sakurai's insane amount.
Yeah, he doesn't miss.
No, he even talks about how like the top ride mode from the original. Do you guys remember that in Kirby Air Ride? Where like it was like from the top down and you control with the swivel and everything? That's back. Oh. And except it's bigger stages and you can zoom in or zoom out.
The only thing I really remember about the original game was the versus stage that was a giant city. Do you remember that one?
City Trial, yeah.
City Trial where you built your bike up as you drove around. Like that was so cool.
That's the premiere. So all those modes are back. Like Air Ride mode is back with the stages, but then City Trial is still and he even says in the first direct, City Trial is like the focal point of Kirby Air Ride as a series, and like there's way more events that can happen in this one. Like you remember the events that could happen with like the meteorite shower and like
so cool. I assume the city, like from what we saw in the first direct, the city it's different. It's
massive.
City.
Yeah, it's called Skya or something.
Yeah, I don't remember basically anything about Kirby Air Ride. Like I
don't
remember
think you played it a lot as a kid.
You know, whenever I think of it, my brain automatically switches to thinking about Star Fox Assault.
Yeah, because that was the GameCube game we went.
There was a kinship.
But I guess that I don't even remember racing in that. I remember the sort of like a free mode
City Trial,
City Trial, and I remember that. And I guess you could like break things like
break boxes.
You could like break boxes, and I don't remember anything else. Oh wait, you could like could you break other people's stars?
That was kind of the point.
Okay, I remember that. Or you collide into people.
You could wait till like the last second and then break their star, and they just whatever event came up.
I remember that, but I feel like we switched back and forth between playing that together and playing Star Fox Assault, and I was much more into Star Fox Assault.
Sure. Obviously, we're not a Kirby podcast.
No, even despite how I'm dressed, we're not.
I'm pretty excited for Kirby.
Next month. Yeah,
it looks great.
Big question before we move on. What are the mouse features in this game?
None. It doesn't have any.
Wait a minute. What are the mouse features in this Switch 2 mouse edition?
None.
I'm so glad that they're taking advantage of the Wii Motion Plus.
They are.
Sorry. I meant to say the balance board. No, hold on.
They put mouse controls in Mario Galaxy 2 remake.
That's really great.
Mario Paint.
I'm sorry.
I also have already.
I misspoke when I said the Wii balance board. What I really meant to say was the Wii U tablet. I'm so glad that they're using that now.
Me too.
Well, Ty, what's up?
Nothing. There's nothing up.
No, haven't been playing anything.
I've been playing a
Dune,
fun little game. No, not really.
Sans Dune.
Quentin's 6 episodes behind as always.
Way behind. I've been playing a game called Jump Space.
I played that with you.
So good.
It's quite good.
So
quite fun.
I wasn't informed of this, so I haven't played it.
It costs money.
It costs money. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like Metal Gear Solid Delta, a game that I was told
it does cost other people
that I would have.
Yeah.
Because someone was going to get it for me.
We really did try. We tried as
someone
hard
told
as we
me.
could.
Someone told me that was going to happen, and then it didn't happen. But I guess this what is it? Jump Speak. That thing I get ads for all the time.
Well, stop monopolizing everyone's what's
There's
up
no
time.
way.
Ty,
There's no
maybe
something.
once you get me Metal Gear Solid Delta, I won't.
There's a
I'll
very
play it on the
small
podcast.
game, but you play. It's 4 players.
Four players,
and
right.
Yeah.
you just you man a spaceship.
Yeah, actually man it.
Like you got to put out fires in space sometimes.
Yeah, it's what every Star Trek game was supposed to be and never actually was.
It also has
you go on little away missions.
It also has a lot in common with like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So like you have different sizes of your ship, and the smallest size very much feels like the sloop from Sea of Thieves, where it's just real easy to manage, real fast. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game is a blast. Been playing that. Played the Arc Raiders demo. It was fun. I didn't get very far because I don't know if the full game is going to be this way, but at least in the demo, there was no attempt at matchmaking, and so, but you get better gear as you go along. So at about 30 seconds into every deployment, some player who'd been playing longer than me came along and stomped me with a heat-seeking rocket launcher and took my stuff.
Which is just insane that can even happen.
But it looked cool, and I've seen some clips of people who got in early enough to get past all of that.
Yeah.
And there was some cool stuff later in the playtest, so very interested to see what happens with that.
I played the tutorial and it was fun. I didn't actually get to jump into a round.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that Microsoft today announced? I'm dating this video. Announced Halo 1's campaign is getting remade. It's called Halo Campaign Evolved.
Oh.
Which is it's a remake of the Halo 1 campaign, which I love the idea that Halo Infinite's multiplayer bombed so hard they gave up on making a multiplayer mode and just remade the campaign.
That's pretty sad.
But it looks great. It looks fantastic. To me, Halo 1's campaign was kind of the highlight because I wasn't very good at the multiplayer.
No, I've never played it.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. It looks good coming out on everything. I don't
Xboxes. Yes.
I don't think they announced it for Switch, but it's coming out on PlayStation and PC as well.
Really? That's the first Halo thing to come to PlayStation.
I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it is. And so I think they missed a huge opportunity to call it Halo Combat Created. And then they could bring in a whole new crowd.
Aren't PlayStation 5's...
Oh, I got it now.
Aren't PlayStation 5's Xboxes now?
Yeah, they're Xbox.
Aren't they coming out with a PlayStation 5 Pro?
Yeah.
Because
nothing else is going on.
This is the origin of
because with
Power
Xbox,
Bros,
you can stream Xbox to all things right now.
Not to Sony platforms.
No.
You can't
Are they
stream
making it that way though?
No
I don't
signs
of that.
I think it's just coming out on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's going to be
they're
a
just
full price game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can just buy it.
P stands for Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
S stands for Xbox.
Yeah.
And
Right.
5 stands for the fifth one.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And so
Xbox 5.
Xbox 5. How many iterations of the Xbox?
You're
is there?
saying that as a joke, but the Xbox Series X was, they were like, the Xbox One X was named that because then its initials were Xbox.
Okay, but
Xbox
right.
One
But get
X.
this. Count how many versions of the Xbox there's been. Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4, but I owned 2 at the same time. That's 5 Xboxes.
What?
What?
That's 5.
No.
Technically, everything in this
PlayStation
room is
5s.
an Xbox.
Everyone in this room is an Xbox.
I'm an Xbox.
You're
just
an Xbox morph into Xbox.
Oh yeah, I close my eyes and I
That's what you've been up
see
to.
Halo playing,
Yeah.
streaming from a server somewhere.
When Harrison asks
Poorly,
you what's
very
up,
poorly.
I feel
Yes,
like
very
you should
poorly.
get 1 minute.
Yeah, less than.
Lots of lag.
Very cool. Yep.
His
very
minute
cool.
starts now. Quinn, what's up?
Oh well, good
Speed
news.
run.
Guess what? I've been playing some video games.
I'm proud of you.
Okay,
I don't believe you.
first off, I totally completed
Mhm.
Mika and the Witch's
Oh, yeah.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Was it good?
You know, it was okay. It was okay.
In a plagiarizing sort
it
of
was
way.
a horrible plagiarism, and the folks that made it should be ashamed of themselves. And it was kind of cheap, but it was short, relatively relaxing. If you can get it for about 49 cents, then it's not a
Not
complete.
even a full
It's not,
2 quarters.
it's not a complete drain on your money, okay,
Okay.
or your time.
Sure.
Get it for about 49 cents, and then you're good. Otherwise, you might as well just take $1 and burn it to stay warm. But pretty good, not too
I was
bad.
gonna say, it doesn't sound
Wow.
pretty
Not,
good.
not
yeah.
too bad, If you want a short, kind of chill game, then go for it. It's
Sure.
it's the least creative thing that I have ever encountered next door to a literal gray painted wall.
I was gonna say, you've been on this podcast.
This
so.
is true. This is
Yeah.
true. So I did that. And then I started playing a game that I'm not going to continue playing, which is called Yuka Replayly.
Oh, great! You finally tried it. Isn't it great?
I finally have Yuka Replayly.
Didn't
and
they fix all the
here
problems?
Here is what I have to say about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
They should have kept JonTron in.
They should have kept JonTron in it. Uncontroversial figure JonTron.
Yeah.
Ukulele, Yuka Replayly, Yuka, I'm not playing it.
Oh no.
Okay? Because as I was playing it, I was like, it's still not the best platformer in the world. So I was like, don't really care. Okay, so that's first.
Sure.
But it is better in just about every way
Yeah, I really like it.
than ukulele.
Yeah.
Right? It still has the uncreative bones of ukulele, which is where they said, we're going to make Banjo-Kazooie again because we can't make anything actually new, right? Because ukulele is just Banjo-Kazooie. They're like, yeah, you're going to have it's going to be about an animal who he has a backpack wielding
I think they
flying guy.
They wanted to make Banjo-Kazooie 3, but Microsoft wouldn't.
It's going to be real
legally
quirky.
distinct Banjo-Kazooie.
It's
Yeah,
legally
yeah.
distinct Banjo-Kazooie, and so it's already off to a difficult start for me, with
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
concept, why they didn't make something unique or interesting, right? But
Don't you think, though, that Replayly is a good follow-up to Banjo-Tooie?
no. No, I don't.
Why would you?
Why? What do you mean? No, I don't.
I think it is. I would argue that it is.
It's not Banjo 3.
I think here's the thing. It's one of those games where if you just took Yuka and Laylee out and put Banjo and Kazooie in, it would work perfectly.
It would
Even their moveset.
Like I say, it's better than what it was.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a $2 million game, more now. But also, part of the problem is that Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are so distinct during their time period.
Sure.
And, they're very tight and creative. And I don't think ukulele has that. It does not have the it factor that Banjo-Kazooie does. Yeah. So, but here's the point ultimately. Even if it's better, which it is, especially with the move set not being locked
you just
behind it
open
and
it,
all
yeah.
of that, which was awful. Playing the first game.
I think that was a relic of Banjo-Kazooie that needed to stay in Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. So even though it's not as absolutely incredibly unpleasant as playing the original game, it is still a nightmare because because I have the original ukulele.
Yeah.
And even with that, still having to pay $30 for this game. Because with the discount is $20.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're still paying about $30 for it. And
I thought the game was $30.
No, with the discount, it's $30.
Oh, maybe I'm. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, this is awful. This is awful. This is the biggest, like, again.
I'm glad Quentin's What's Up is ending on a high.
No, it's a nightmare. I could have spent that on half of a meal. In the current economy. Yeah, okay. Half of a McDonald's meal.
I'll say last point about Yooka-Laylee. I'm sad because I got excited because it came out like a week ago, but I bought it physically, which doesn't come out till December.
Oh,
so I gotta wait.
That is depressing.
I gotta wait.
Have you considered just getting?
Ethan, what's up?
Yeah.
So, I've been playing some games. I've played some Jump Ship.
Yep.
It's extremely fun.
It's exciting.
I've been kind of meandering through a couple games. Decided to do New Game Plus on Lies of P. I decided to pick up V Rising again. Get a little bit farther. So I've been chipping away at all these things. But the one I want to talk about is a demo for a game. You can get the demo for free on Steam right now. You should. It's fun.
Oh.
It's called Shift at Midnight.
Yeah.
And it is really, really good.
I've seen some streamers playing it.
Yeah, a lot of streamers play it. It's very, very good. The demo is so much fun. And it is so... I love all the little details to the mechanics in it. But it's the perfect in-between of like... creepypasta kind of like a cheap horror kind of thing we were all a little like inoculated against, and actual fun game mechanics. Yeah. It's like the perfect balance. It's like just creepy enough to make you feel uncomfortable while still feeling like a game. Because way too often the creepypasta games, they're like, unless you're really into the scares of it, unless you're willing to like play a game that feels like a Flash game from 2001, you're not going to enjoy it. This one actually is fun to play. Yeah. Like it is fun I've replayed it a few times. So I've gone through the whole demo like 4 or 5 times. So it's fairly short. It's actually really, really fun. Yeah. Just the mechanics alone. You should just go in blind and just pick it up, grab a couple friends and play through it. It is extremely, extremely fun. We had some friends over to our apartment, and we were hanging out, and we just decided to like bring the laptop into like the living room and like hook it up and just like have a scary game night. And I think Ty, you played on your phone with Steam Link.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. It is so much fun. It's great to like, it has like a little bit of like the Lethal Company kind of.
It looked a lot like Lethal Company, yeah.
Yeah, it has a very similar vibe in that the multiplayer aspect of it gets like elevates it. Like it's fun on its own, and then you play it in multiplayer, and it's even better.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm glad they made the multiplayer being free is a recent thing, right? It wasn't like
the demo is free.
The demo is free, and it's multiplayer, so that's cool.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It is, it's got that quality of a game where you're never sure if it's like the janky PlayStation graphics or they're trying to scare you.
Yeah.
Like you can never quite tell.
Yeah, there is something about old graphics. Maybe it's because we grew up with them and they remind us of being a kid when you're easier to scare. But I do find them more creepy. There's like a dreamlike quality to them where it's harder to make out what something is.
Yeah.
And like, it's not always going for realism necessarily.
Also does something I really enjoyed was that it doesn't take its like that. This is what creepypastas always do that make them just like obnoxious to deal with. They have that like snobby quality of taking themselves too seriously. Like this is scary, so it can only be scary, right?
Yeah. No levity, no
levity, no like variety at all.
Yeah.
One of the things with Shift at Midnight is that there's some like obvious like comedy to it, and then there's some like somewhat more subtle comedy to it. There's comedy in the game design, and then there's comedy just in like the dialogue.
Yeah.
But it doesn't diminish the like intrigue of it. It doesn't diminish like the scary factor, because even when something silly starts to happen or something on the funnier side, you do stop to question like whether or not like you're about to like lose, like you're about to make a mistake. And so it winds up being this like interesting balance where when we were playing, like there would be these really intense moments that were really cleverly intense, and then they would lead right into like someone making a rash or bad decision, and the bad decision would have like these comedic elements like baked into it that were just absolutely hilarious. So we went from like everyone screaming to everyone like unable to stop laughing. That's like peak horror game.
Yeah,
like, it's really good. But it's something to keep your eye on too, because it's not out yet. So the full game isn't out.
Oh,
so
I'm amazed so many people were playing it on stream.
Yeah, it's a really small developer, and it's really, really important. We talk a lot about like the quality of games, prices being difficult to keep up with.
Sure.
Little creators like this that come up with cool stuff are really worth support. So if you can, like, give the demo a try, rate it on Steam, leave a comment about it. Like, so make sure you're supporting them, because like little creators like this are what are like giving a lot of variety to gaming right now.
So that was what was up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. This will be just a second. I also played Star Trek Voyager. We talked about it on the previous podcast.
This is not going to be a second.
Hold on. No, it will. It will. Yeah, because it's just a demo.
We're going to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's the demo for Star Trek Voyager.
Well, let me segue out of Ethan's little thing about small creators. If you want to support small creators, subscribe to the Power Up Bros podcast so you get notified.
And our Patreon.
Our Patreon link is coming soon.
Right, patreon.com/powerupbros. Everyone assumes that it's a / because it would be incredibly weird to be a backslash. You don't even have to say.
It's a /.
Star Trek Voyager's demo is super short, and so there's not anything to talk about that would.
You talked about it last week.
No, I talked about how I downloaded it, but now I've played through it, and it's incredibly short, and really all there is to say.
Sum it up in 5 words.
I was gonna say all there is to say is that it's pretty fun. Actually. There you go.
Yeah, that was good.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Topic of the week.
Hey.
Oh, no one's gonna ask me what's up with me.
Oh, sorry. Hold on,
Harrison.
Harrison. No. What's up?
Harrison, what's up?
Europa Universalis 5.
Oh,
it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it looks pretty interesting. There we go. But it looks pretty interesting. It's going to have an earlier start date than EU4. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of EU4. I have like 2,000 hours into it.
Anytime I'm on Steam, it's like, hey, Harrison's playing Europa Universalis.
Yeah, me and Harrison both are obsessed with that kind of game.
Yeah.
Which is the game that confounds most people because they look at it and they're like, that's a map. You're not playing a game.
It's not even as interesting.
You're just looking at a map.
History.
You're reading a history book.
It's the kind of game that if you applied the same amount of fun and logical thinking, you could make money.
Yeah.
Instead of playing that game.
Oh yeah. Like I said a couple weeks ago, if I hadn't put so much time into Civilization and Crusader Kings, I could have been an astronaut.
You could have built a civilization.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but so like. Two of the main things that I've seen so far about like changes between 4 and 5 is that, in 4, like you play as a country and you just conquer the world.
Yeah.
In 5, you can choose to play like as a state, or you have military orders that you can play as. So you can play as like the Knights Templar. And like you don't have to have land. Like you can just have like orders in different countries and sort of gain power that way. You can also play as companies. So you can even like
dark really fast.
Yeah. So you can like its economy is more similar to like Victoria 3, I think, where it's not just like in EU4, like the economy is just like you're producing gold that gives you this much money, and you have different like traits that modify that number. So it's sort of like it's not really like emulating an economy. It's just sort of like,
you mean. Yeah.
Like a basic, like, it's just like a math equation. But in EU5, it's going to be more like if there are enough people producing this type of good, then like the value of that good is going to decrease, right? Or if you have a monopoly on it, then like, you're going to make more money that way. So it's more like a simulated economy, like Victoria 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you can play as a company, and you can conquer the world without even owning like a single piece of land, which I think is a pretty interesting way to play the game. Yeah. The other big change is population. In EU4, like your population was determined by a value called development, and that was just basically like a province would have like a certain amount of development in like production, manpower, and taxes. Yeah, and you could just increase it with different points, and so it wasn't really like a population. It was just like a
math equation. Yeah, very similar. Yeah.
But I do get that, like, it's a small thing, but it does kind of take a little bit of the like feeling of being over a country and being like a rule, like managing empires. If the population is just how developed something is and doesn't feel like a fluid amount of humans in an area moving.
Yeah. Well, and in EU5, it's doing a more like Victoria 2 and 3, where like you have an actual number of population. In Victoria, like populations could immigrate. So you could have like an increase to your population because people are moving to your country. In EU5, it's more like there's not as much migration during this period in history. Yeah. But like, you have like the Black Plague. So like your population can actually decrease. In EU4, like your development decreasing like never really happened. So like that's a good way to show like how disease affects like the state of your realm.
So more like an actual, like what actually happens to a nation instead of just like a simulated game where you look like a nation.
You also have different different types of population as well, like in Victoria, where there's like, there's peasantry, there's artisans, there's nobility, and you kind of have to manage like each different kind of population. That is my time. But EU5, it's coming out soon. I think this month.
It's coming out right now.
It's coming out.
It's out. Look out! It's behind you.
If only we had a producer who was able to look things out.
That would be crazy.
Hey, well, you can do it.
Coming out November 4th.
Hey, well, that's really
few
soon.
Days.
Yeah. If you're watching this, it's out like next week.
Yeah.
So
it's on day of release of the episode.
Guys, that was What's Up.
That's what's up.
That's what's been up with us. Let us know down there in the comments what's been up with you.
Tell us. Go ahead, commenters.
What's been up with you? It's been good. It's been bad. It's been bad, hasn't it?
If you guys go to patreon.com/Power Up Brothers.
No, not brothers. It's
I'm sorry, you're right.
Sorry.
Power Up Bros. For just $5, you get access to
how about you leave it to the professionals?
Private videos, secret videos, more content.
How about you actually leave it to the professionals?
And you get to suggest topics for
Topic of the Week.
Guys, Topic of the Week. Harrison, reach your meddling claw into the Power Up Club
and pull out a Devon topic.
There's other ones in there.
I don't believe you.
Nope.
I don't know, actually. Mine were so small, I think they fell to the bottom.
Devon.
Hey, there you go.
Nintendo hype is as bad as Beatles Mania.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. In case like anybody who's watching is unfamiliar with the Beatles, which I don't know why you would, Beatles Mania is hard to describe to people who weren't there, and I know that because I wasn't there. And when people describe it,
it doesn't make any sense.
It didn't make any sense. So I researched it because my wife is a really big Beatles fan,
right?
And
Try not to hold that against her.
Beatles Mania was not just like, oh, they're popular. It was like people went crazy over them, like. People were like crying and like freaking out just because the Beatles were nearby.
Yeah, they make me cry.
Did you research this topic because you were like, I am just as fanatical about Nintendo as my wife is about the Beatles?
Yeah.
Well,
or did you research this topic because Rachel is always crying and
I'm like,
freaking
what
out?
could
And you're
that
like,
be?
Hey, are the Beatles nearby?
It must be the Beatles.
Is Aunt Beatles?
No, oh boy.
I'm sorry, that was a bad.
Rachel watches this podcast here.
She will.
I don't believe you. That's a load of crap. She does not watch this podcast.
She
That's
does,
ridiculous.
No, so
Rachel, I'm sorry that you watched this.
All I mean is that like it also incited a lot of anger. Like when you look at like the release of Beatles albums, some people just could not handle like that excitement turned into
they got
anxiety.
so mad that they killed John Lennon.
Oh God.
Yeah,
but I noticed that like Nintendo consoles and like Nintendo products when they show up, I do think that there's so much excitement around them that for some people it turns into anxiety, like it did with the Beatles, where there are some people who
I think you're right.
So much is riding on a Nintendo release that if it's not perfect, if it's not literally what they wanted, it's not like a little thing. It's not something that you should be like I don't think it's appropriate to look at them and be like, it's just a video game. I don't think it is to them. I think a lot of their like those girls that were like crying and some guys who were like crying and screaming and fainting at Beatles concerts. It wasn't just seeing or hearing music they liked. This was like an event they couldn't believe they were a part of. It was like taking them away from something that, any kind of unhappiness or unpleasantness in their life. So I think Nintendo releases are closer to that because look at all the people that are like, Mario Kart World changed like my favorite feature and now my year is ruined. Like, I don't think anybody else talks like that about other video games.
That's probably because Nintendo fans are incredibly infantile, and if they don't get their preferred blocks to play with, they throw a tantrum. But
alienating our primary audience.
But I actually
Nintendo fans and children.
Guys, if you want me to crop out Quentin's parts, let me know down there in the comments.
But I actually totally agree with you that it's almost a direct 100% parallel between the two of them.
It's very
and I always say this about the Beatles, where like you listen to one Beatles song, like Golden Slumber, right? You listen to that song, you're like, wow, that was absolutely an incredible musical experience. And then you'll listen to their next song, and it's like the goofy, it's like a doobie 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 with my grandma in the garden. Right? And you're like, what was that? Right? What was it sounded like the Wiggles.
That's a Ringo song.
It was, it's like awful. It's like you'll hear like a Beatles band, you're like, this is the greatest song ever. Right? And you're like, oh, this is like something made for babies, right? It's like
I do love Doobie 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 with Grandma in the Garden. That's a great song.
So I feel the same way about Nintendo, where it's like you'll play one Nintendo game and you'll be like, wow, Nintendo, they are the best in the business. And then you'll play some Goo Goo Gaga stuff and you're like, this is terrible. Why is any grown-up invested in this? Right? And so I think that I think that's an exact parallel.
It is funny because I feel like this used to be called the Zelda cycle, but I feel like it's just the Nintendo cycle. Is that like it used to be like, wait till the next Zelda comes out.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
And then you can have a conversation about the Zelda before that.
Right.
Because it was like Twilight Princess came out and it sold gangbusters. It was the best-selling Zelda at the time. Like it outsold Ocarina. Like it was crazy. And for like years, everyone was trash talking Twilight Princess, and then Skyward Sword comes out, and everyone's like, Twilight Princess was actually pretty interesting in this way. Instead of you have like a reasonable conversation about Twilight Princess, and you ask them, what did you think about Skyward Sword? And they're like, it's unplayable garbage, and I don't care about it, and the graphics are ugly, and the music is terrible. And I'm like, okay, we're back in the cycle again. And that just keeps happening, but it happens all the time too with basically every other game. It's kind of what you're describing is that like if you want to have a reasonable conversation like with like a Nintendo fan about the 3DS, you had to wait till the Switch was out. If you want to talk with them about the Nintendo 64 and it'd be reasonable, you got to wait till the GameCube is out. Right? It's always this thing where it's like when it's in the moment, the hype levels are too high. It's like I had people trying to like tell me that like Fire Emblem Engage was actually really good. And there's just a Fire Emblem.
Hear it is.
There's just a Fire Emblem on the horizon, and they're already like, it was kind of disappointing how silly it was. And I'm like, yes, you can now have a reasonable conversation about it, even if you enjoyed it. Like you can then be like, oh, I liked it, but it didn't quite live up.
Right. I agree in a sense, but I think it goes in the opposite direction, where people were absolutely just loving Twilight Princess, just obsessed with it. They adored it.
Yeah, it was very popular.
It was very, very popular. And then in retrospect, people looked back and were like, oh, that game was kind of ugly, right? And they go like, oh, it was really like muted and weird. And then they get the Wii U version, and it responds to that issue, and it adjusts to the lighting, right?
I think it blended the GameCube and the Wii one. It took out the weird like
the Wii. They did this thing where they were like bloom lighting.
Right.
The GameCube one always to me looked a little bit better,
colorful.
Well, but here's the thing. I think that is how it tends to be. People have these sort of this honeymoon phase with games. Sure. I'm very proud of the fact that I was an early adopter of being a Twilight Princess hater.
Yeah, he's a terrible person to talk about.
But the point is that
you're actually kind of proving my point. It's you can't have a reasonable conversation.
Yes,
talking about it being good or bad. It's never a reasonable conversation.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I agree. Is that it's
because it's crazy how much like they can't like. Usually, if I dislike something, like there was a game I played recently, and this is how hard it is for me to remember. I played it, and I was just like. I rented it from the library and I was like, that's fine. Like, it was fine. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember what game it was because I'm just dispassionate. I just didn't enjoy it. But that's not how people engage with Nintendo content, is that, like, if someone was disappointed by Mario Kart World, they will actively look for videos about Mario Kart World to express just how dissatisfied they were. And which there's nothing wrong with. Like, but that's a sign of, like, being passionately upset about it. They're never, like... to the point where it's almost like it ruined the whole month of June when it came out.
I think it's because the phenomenon maybe occurs because in the gaming space, there's just nobody who has as much influence in one direction as Nintendo. When you think about like the number of franchises that a single studio puts out, nothing's even close to Nintendo.
Yeah.
And so that means they have a lot of mind space for people. And so when you're taking up all that thought space, when you're that big of a slice of the collective pie, it's easy for people to fall into that category and more of them to fall in that category. But they're not the only ones. You'll see this with other franchises too. It's just they tend to be kind of fringe.
What do you mean by that?
Like they tend to not be as numerous because even if it's a massively successful game, like Grand Theft Auto's sold like 100 million copies. That's crazy. But compared to every Nintendo game released in the span of Grand Theft Auto's 10-year downtime between installments, like there's a lot more of that, and so the player base you're looking at is actually a lot bigger, even if the games themselves don't sell as well. And I think that causes you to have more of these vocal people who do get very upset.
I think there's another factor too, is that, and it's something that it's a bone I have to pick with Nintendo because I feel like it's a bigger factor than people tend to think, is that Nintendo has a tendency to make a game.
It
has a Nintendency, if you won't. That is, they will make a game in a certain genre, in a certain style, and clearly there's more room to keep going with this style, and then they'll go, the next game in this series is totally different.
Yeah.
And it's easy to feel very left behind when Nintendo does that.
Yeah.
I think the poster child for that recently has been Fire Emblem, where their target audience keeps shifting rapidly.
Yeah.
And if you rewind the clock back to Path of Radiance, it's really easy to feel like you got left behind.
Yeah.
It happened with Zelda as well, where like Zelda used to have like top-down games that had a high emphasis on like puzzle solving. And then now we're in 3D games and specifically 3D open world games with a much lower emphasis on puzzle solving and a higher emphasis on creative combat. That's not a good or bad thing. I love those kinds of games a lot. But if you are really big into just everything kind of being a puzzle solving, even moving around the world map, getting to a new area is puzzle solving, then you could very easily feel left behind.
Sure.
Mario hasn't had a 3D platformer since, how many years has it been since Odyssey?
Oh gosh, 2017, so 8.
8
coming
years
up on 8
since a 3D, since a game in that style.
That's ludicrous.
It's easy to be a Mario fan and be like, they put out 700 RPGs, 6 different sports games, a racing game that's actually a 10-in-1.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they still haven't given me like a
new,
Mario
I mean,
game.
it's crazy to think that it's been 8 years since there's been a 3D Mario game, but it's also crazy to think that the last time there was a great Zelda game was 2004. Right, so
Wind Waker
was the last great one.
It was 1992, my friend.
They've not done anything since the third
that's
one.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So they
Nintendo
a 3D Mario platformer. I believe it was called Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, right. I need to play that.
Guys, let us know what you think about Nintendo hype down there in the comments.
Why
is it the Beatles mania of today?
Yeah, is it the Beatles mania?
Tell us
who is the John Lennon and how can we protect them?
Just like how
or shoot them.
No, protect them.
Who are you? Team shoot Nintendo?
I will dive in the way of that bullet,
especially if it's Miyamoto.
For any of them.
Just like how Beatles mania was responsible for so many like people's sexual awakening in the 60s, Nintendo has been the sexual awakening.
I actually think Nintendo
specifically.
I actually think
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
it's a sexual slumber.
That's what I was saying.
Sexual slumber.
Yeah, we all played Animal Crossing, and we were like, "I have friends now. I have a life.
I don't need
to start." Yeah. Harrison, reach your finely crafted claw into the topic bag and pull out another one of my topics.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Who
Go
is
ahead.
it?
Devin.
Oh,
what a surprise.
that's great. I'm so excited.
Name the game you think we've played together the most. The person who gives the most convincing answer wins an orange.
Okay. Yeah. When you say we, I want to throw down a couple of ground rules. Do you mean all 4 of us?
All 4 of us.
Because if it was any of the 2 of us, Final Fantasy 14.
Oh no.
The game we
played. The 4 of us that have played together. Congruently.
I see.
And Harrison.
Together. This is easy.
Go ahead.
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash
We
Brothers.
played
Which
so
one?
much Super Smash Brothers.
You gotta convince me.
I'm actually gonna. I got a spicy take on this one. It's Super Smash Brothers Brawl, and it's not really that close.
No, I agree. I agree completely.
We were in that kid phase where like all you did was play video games.
Mm-hmm.
We were real lame. And we didn't go anywhere. We were real lame. And we just played Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I modded my Wii, and we played modded versions of Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
He says we didn't go anywhere, and it's because we were lame, not that we were deeply impoverished and couldn't travel.
And lived in the middle of nowhere.
Lame. Yeah. Oh, that's just those poor kids.
All my billionaire heroes say that means you're a loser.
But no, I completely agree. It's gotta be Smash Brothers Brawl, and it's a little sad that it's not Smash Brothers Melee because we did play that a lot.
We did, but not nearly Brawl. As much as Brawl.
Well, and also the trouble with that most people have with Brawl, there were mods to take care of really quickly, and Ty installed so many mods that made Brawl so much better.
Balance Brawl, true. Brawl Plus.
Yes. And one of the first things I remember was
tripping out.
That's what I was just about to say. Ty got a thing that just took the tripping out.
It was so funny.
And the game became
the no trip mod. We're not talking about Project M. We're talking about just the no trip.
We did play that
much later.
But balance. I think the thing we played most of was Balance Brawl because it was like the vanilla experience with tiny little tweaks.
Yeah, right.
Mario hit a lot harder.
Yeah, like certain characters were more viable,
and it was super fun. It was great, and we played it all the time. Like I say, we did play Smash Brothers Melee.
We played all of them a lot. We played Smash Brothers Ultimate a lot, and we were all full-grown grown-ups when that came out.
Very much so.
But we played that very seriously for a while. Like, got into competitive, local competitive spot with that. But like, but the one we just put the most time into, it has to be Brawl.
Brawl, yeah, it's got to be up there. I definitely think, like, I when I first came up with this question, I honed in on like when we were kids, but I forgot that there was a point in our life where like you two were teenagers and like I was like 18, 19, and we all lived in a city where our friends could come over more often.
Yeah.
And I did realize that during that time, there were games that we played a ton of.
Yeah.
To the point where just the other day, I wanted to go see like what I can look at like play history of like you on your Wii U account.
Yeah.
Did you know that we played Nintendo Land?
Yeah, a lot.
For 677 hours.
That I believe.
Yeah.
And like we played the snot at it because I had just met my wife at the time.
Friends, and that's the kind of game you play with your actual
well,
friends.
She loved Metroid Blast. That was like her favorite game of all time.
I recall.
And she made you be the spaceship most of the time because we couldn't beat you.
Before we had our own, we had one Wii.
We had one Wii.
So we were all sharing. We were like, we're all home. We all got some time to play video games, but we got to split the one. We can't play a single player game because that'd just be selfish. So we played the multiplayer games. And Smash 4. We played a lot of Smash 4 as well.
I definitely played less Smash 4 than I think any other Smash game, but I did play
Smash for Wii U is the Smash I've played the least of.
Yeah,
Smash for 3DS was up there.
I think as a series, a strong competitor is Monster Hunter.
We played a lot of Monster Hunter.
We have played a lot of.
If you throw Harrison into the mix, that is the one we played.
Monster Hunter we played more than any individual Smash Bros. But as a series, I think we probably played.
Monster Hunter is the only series that contests Smash Bros. That's like even on the same chart.
Because I was gonna say, because there's different levels here. Like me and Ethan played Freedom Unite together.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever playing Freedom Unite with you guys, right? And so it's like
no, I didn't.
So it's played Freedom Unite with everybody.
But to be fair. Playing 3 Ultimate with Quinn, but I don't remember ever playing 4 Ultimate or Beyond with them.
Yeah, and so it's like there's
all 4 of us though were super into Tri,
and we were super into Tri and into Rise. All 4 of us played Rise, and Rise was pretty darn good.
I love Rise.
I didn't really play Rise with you all that much.
Not that much.
Yeah, let's say the 4 of us played
I think
Rise.
That's the one we played the most together outside of 3 Ultimate. Like we played 3 Ultimate a lot.
No, we played 4 Ultimate a lot together.
Or 4 Ultimate. What's the one that's just on 3DS?
4 Ultimate.
That's the one we played a lot. The 5 of us.
Yeah.
But that one, but I think that Tri we probably played more than any of the others.
The 4 of us.
The 4 of us played Tri.
Actually, in terms of just raw hours playing the game, because Monster Hunter rounds last longer than Smash Bros. Rounds. Like if you've been playing Smash Bros. For an hour, you're tired because it's like visually stimulating and you're doing a bunch of stuff. Monster Hunter you can play for like 3 hours. You can
play for a long time
and you're not having an armor set.
Like getting prepared for
you just left the gathering.
Like, I forgot to eat.
Over.
Well, you know what? I'm noticing a commonality here. You know, we've established that Brawl, you know, we had a ton of time in, and we've established that Tri we had a ton of time in. And those are both Wii games.
Yeah.
Right? And it seems to me that probably a big part of this is where we were all at on the Wii, era, and also how accessible the Wii was. How everybody had the Wii and they were used to.
Go along with your point, though, I feel like if we're counting everyone in this room, it's Minecraft.
The
5 of us have
played together.
Together. I don't think we've played as much.
We probably have played more Minecraft, but we played a lot of Minecraft solo.
That's true.
We haven't played together as much.
Talking about the 5 of us hopping onto a game. Like we had a server for like 2 years.
I will say, no offense to Harrison, I crafted the question with us 4.
Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about. No, I think that Minecraft is definitely up there.
Minecraft is definitely up there.
The thing is that
still.
Like when I think about
the thing is, before the Wii, you hold back if we're combining all 4 of us because you were so little. Was like we did play.
Oh yeah, well
like Bomberman
I was because I was gonna say I'm going from GameCube on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, I'm going from GameCube on, and so
you're absolutely right in that. Like for me, like the Wii, Smash Bros. Brawl came out in this interesting time where like I graduated high school a little bit early, but I didn't start college until I was 18.
Yeah.
And so I had this like year and a half time span where I was just
doing whatever you want,
doing whatever I wanted, playing video games all day, or I was real lame, so I wasn't going anywhere.
Right, you were incredibly poor, right?
That's
and you
right.
lived in the middle of nowhere.
And so
lame.
And so it hit this perfect timing where like it was the Wii was just there,
right.
And I had all this free time that you don't have as an adult or when you're in college or any of that, and you don't have as a kid because you're in school or you're doing other activities. But it was this like
you have friends.
You have friends. And so I had gotten rid of all those by that time. And I also had this little break from school.
All of them.
And so, I think it's a matter of timing.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
that
agree.
is a good point.
Cool. Well, do you have any so Ethan's is Monster Hunter, his is Smash Brothers Brawl. I said Nintendo Land. What's your do you have a pitch? I can throw you one if you want a free one.
Throw me a free one. Oh, yeah, I should have thought of that. Actually, no, that is actually brilliant. And I was just playing that game yesterday. No, Crystal Chronicles, while we loved it and we played it multiple times, it's a very short game. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's funny that you gave me that one because I was literally playing it yesterday.
Yeah.
I looked and
I played it 2 days ago.
It was like I was going through Steam
it right now
with his feet on a
Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And so I looked and it said like last time that I had played it was in like 2020, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I should start this up, and I started playing it, and it was great, and I still had mods installed and was playing some modded maps and modded factions, and it was great. But that is actually a great answer. We played that on console and on PC.
Started on PS2.
Yes.
So technically, we didn't play it together back then, but as soon as it came out on PC,
immediately did
LAN parties like crazy.
We played
constantly.
Two of us would play it on PS2 because it had
of course, right?
But all four.
Yeah.
But
as soon as it rolled out on PC in 2005, we were just like,
I don't know if all four. Here's the thing: I don't know if all four of us were playing it in 2005 because I don't think we had enough PCs in the house to all four of us play it until like 2010.
No, so I do remember that it wasn't in 2005 because the Wii was out because we were talking about Battlefront 3 and stuff.
Probably around.
But when we were in our little like the house that we lived the most out in the country, we had PCs in each room that we played on. Like that
would still, I think, have been like 2010, 2012.
No, more like 2000.
Yeah, that would have been earlier.
2008.
Yeah.
It was
like
like
to be like 2007.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
We all had but here's the thing. The point I was getting at is that we had already had an established thing of playing it, right? But we couldn't all play it together.
Yeah.
Right? But since we were all really into the game already, once we had the opportunity, all four of us, to play together, we just played it nonstop
for years.
I mean, we would we
were
would
kids when we started playing it, and then like
we were grown ass.
Like I was married for many years, and we were still playing.
Yeah, right.
I remember there were times I would stay over at your all's place, and there would be times where like we would be staying up until like 2 a.m. playing it, and then we'd go to bed, and then I would wake up at like 9 a.m. and immediately hop on to like play with you all.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first games that we realized you can have more than 4 people playing, and we hopped on a bunch.
Yeah, and that game is also like it aged so well, given that from 2005 playing it on playing it on the PS2 and then moving to playing it on PC, and it aged great between that time period.
3 days ago, I was playing it on my Switch 2, the Aspire port.
Yeah, and it's great. And so that was my thing. Is
people complained about it, and I was like, "Shut up! It's Battlefront 2."
Yeah, playing it yesterday, I was literally like, "This is so fun! Yeah. It's like so fun and interesting, and it's just aged really well." Yeah. And so
Ethan, grab the dry erase boards because we're all going to vote. You can't vote for yourself, and then Harrison's going to count us down.
Okay.
We'll see who won. So Ethan, to recap, Quentin's saying Battlefront 2. I'm saying Nintendo Land. Ethan said Monster Hunter. Ty said Smash Brothers Brawl.
He doesn't even remember which one I said.
Star Wars
that does not
Brawl.
bode well for me.
I love Star Wars Brawl.
I clearly got Quentin's because it just says Tim Wall's Crazy Taxi, old game.
How do you know that's not Ethan's?
Oh, right.
That could be anybody.
Ethan's been funny every once in a while.
Mine has Monty Mole, and it says Kojima above it.
No, that's Ethan's. He got his own. Good old Monty Mole.
Right.
Ethan's was Minecraft?
No, Ethan's was Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, okay.
All right, right. Oh no, someone left the cap off.
We really shouldn't leave the marker on these either.
Yeah.
It's really bad for them.
I don't know.
Right, and these one day will be priceless.
They cost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They cost $10.
We're real worried about it.
Like
$4
each.
Mhm.
All right,
Do you know how much we've already spent on this podcast?
I can get this at Dollar Tree.
It's literally a Dollar Tree. Yeah.
There is no budget for $1 dry erase board, all right?
No, we
They can't
can't
pay it.
possibly.
You guys have all your.
So we're all voting on which one we
who
think.
we think wins, but you
Oh,
can't
okay.
vote for yourself. Okay, is everybody ready?
No, hold on.
I don't have a marker.
Oh, you'll have to get.
This is the Broke Boys podcast.
Broke
We can't
Boys
afford
podcast.
multiple markers. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, Ethan, write your.
And now you give
write
me
your answer.
yours.
Well, this one's dead. Actually, can I borrow your alive one time?
Here,
Are
and
you writing
Ethan.
the name of the game or the random
The person, just write the person.
Oh, I wrote the game.
I wrote
Sorry.
the game
Well,
too.
that's also fine.
Well, I
That's-
have both the names and the games written down.
Here, now
all right,
give
Harrison,
me,
count us
okay,
down,
give me
and
that.
we'll all face it out.
Okay,
Ethan is
sorry.
still writing his answer.
Yeah.
Writing a novel over there.
Keep
He
writing.
didn't have a marker for like
Yeah.
90% of the time,
Oh, true.
but he does also appear to be drawing something.
Yeah. Okay. Count us down, Harrison.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Smash Bros. Tie Smash Bros.
Okay, can those two?
Tim
Yeah.
Walls.
Tim Walls. Ty. Old game. I voted Ty. You vote.
I voted Tie.
Everyone voted Ty except for Ty.
Of course,
Who
who
wasn't
voted for
allowed?
me?
Yeah.
Who voted Battlefront?
Yeah, because I think that
Battlefront's
it's.
I
it's-
actually think it might be Battlefront. That was a
It
that was
could
a pretty
be.
strong.
That was a
Yeah.
pretty strong one. The only reason that I went with Smash Bros though was because we had that Smash Bros Brawl tournament,
we had a lot
and
of
we
Smash Bros.
played so
Remember-
much in
remember
prep.
playing
In
Bros.
prep.
Here's power up
Yeah.
lore. You remember when right after Smash Bros. Brawl came out, one of us, and it's been so long, I don't remember who, but like tripped over a GameCube cord that was plugged into the Wii and knocked the Wii
Yeah.
off and broke it.
Like a week before Smash Bros came out,
And we were so devastated
Yeah.
that we bought a new Nintendo Wii and then sent the old one off and they covered it with the warranty
Yeah, they
and we
fixed
got
it.
it back.
Yeah.
And we were like, we just had two with the
Well,
Wii's, and it was way more than we could have afforded because, as we've been mentioning, we were very
Here,
poor.
you know
Yeah.
what? Here's some Power Up Brothers lore. One time,
Thank you, Ethan.
one time I threw a match at a Smash Bros tournament to spend time with a girl, and that was the best usage of my time at a Smash Bros tournament.
True.
Well, you know,
That was
honestly.
a sweaty like public tournament.
It was a
The
sweaty
Brawl
public
tournament was
tournament.
amongst our friends.
It was a sweaty public
And
tournament.
our friends thought it was rigged because literally the finalists were all like dots.
It was-
That's what I was saying.
I think I remember that tournament.
it was
No,
yeah.
it was you and his brother, and then
That's-
me and
yeah.
Quentin.
Yeah.
Wasn't
yeah,
that the
yeah.
4 tournament?
No, it was Brawl
No, it
because
was
I was
Brawl.
playing Toon Link and his
Okay.
brother was playing King Dedede.
I'm talking about a totally different
yeah.
tournament
Joe,
that I.
and it was
I'm talking about a-
the
I'm
crazy
talking
thing
about
is
a-
it was items on.
I'm talking about a public tournament
with,
that.
Michael
I
V.
remember the one in the coffee shop.
I was gonna say,
yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
I'm talking
I
about a
don't
public
remember
tournament.
lasting that long in the match, and now I remember why.
No, yeah, you lost to some of our friends that were literal children.
Yes, you
Well,
did.
I had Michael B on my team.
No, right.
But you had
Yeah.
producer Michael B
Fair.
on your team, and producer Michael B. Even the games that he really is like obsessed with, he really
Yeah.
loves. I would watch him play them, and I would just be like shocked at how
Yeah,
bad he
wasn't
was
good
at
at
them.
it.
I think
Yeah.
losing that tournament, like began Quentin's Rocky style training arc because he
got
lost
really
that
good,
tournament, and then suddenly a few years later he's
demolishing.
Well, and you kind of threw the last match because you didn't play as Snake. I don't know why you didn't play as Snake, but you dropped Snake and went to someone else.
Oh yeah, well,
it was really easy to gimp you when you weren't Snake.
Yeah,
we also had items on,
which that's ridiculous.
So I literally
was in protest
in Power Brothers lore. I have the worst luck of all the Power Brothers, and it comes out the strongest in Smash Bros.
Yeah,
there was a point in the tournament where I threw a capsule at you, and it hit you. Gave you a Starman.
Yeah,
and then my partner threw a capsule at my feet.
The next capsule,
and it exploded and killed me.
Yep, and that was your last life.
No, yeah, I was in protest over having items on. I thought that was so terrible.
Not good podcast, but ask me after. I came up with a way that Smash Bros could have items on in pro tournaments.
That's ridiculous. Okay. And also, I like that you said this is not a good podcast, and that's the first
great for the Patreon.
That's the first thing I've ever done.
Patreon.
It's not.
Harrison, Ty, you win an orange. Remind me to give you an orange.
All right.
Harrison,
wait, I'm sorry.
We got time for a power up.
Oh, okay.
We got 13 minutes left.
13 minutes. Let's do a short one.
Let's do lightning round.
Knock out a Devin question so that there are fewer in there.
Into that bag.
Yeah.
Punch your claw through the bag.
With lightning rounds, you can look through questions. If it doesn't seem like we would be brief on it, then just put it back.
Throw the bag into the furnace.
I just picked one that I was like, nah, that's
you know us. Can we actually go through it quickly?
Nope. I grabbed one of them and then the whole bag started lifting. It was the tag for the bag.
The question is made in China?
Oh, Quinn's got thoughts about this.
Oh no, he can't be quick about that.
It's made in Taiwan. Oh no!
What if Nintendo was Chinese?
They're all Devin questions.
Yeah. That's fine.
Questions are
deeply philosophical.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Use a Devin question. We'll just get through it.
Here's a quick one.
Okay.
A Devin question.
Obviously.
Right. Which had a bigger impact on gaming, Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario 64?
That's not a quick one.
This is easy. No, it is a quick one. It's so easy. It's Super Mario 64.
100%.
It's not even Mario was not the first 3D platform or 2D platformer. It was a great 2D platformer, but it was just iterating on things that had come before it. Name me a 3D game that works anything like Mario 64 before Mario 64. It's Mario 64. End of topic.
Absolutely. Move on. Move along.
Great, that was great. Another Devin topic out of the bag.
Yeah, that is literally.
No, I think that's a good spot for the podcast, guys. Thanks for being here. If you're still here, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, that's crazy. Thanks for being here.
Because of a short. Tell us which one in the comments so we can make more like that.
Tell
us
what
you like to see in shorts.
Yeah.
And tell us if we should talk about Saudi Arabia more often.
Yeah. If you're here for that.
Saudi government.
I don't think we can do that one.
Saudi Arabia, Osama bin Laden,
right?
George Bush, Kate Bush, the Beatles.
Wow, he actually did. That was actually okay.
Somehow,
that wasn't bad.
Boom, bam.
That wasn't
Boom,
bad.
bam. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Guys, we do have a Patreon. If you're watching this, I really hope that it's up.
Patreon.
And if you guys, patreon.com/powerupbros.
Which way do we put the slash though?
No, I'm just kidding. If you go for just $5 a month, you can get access to exclusive videos and you can suggest topics that we'll read out of a Patreon topic bag just like that and give you a shout out for sending it to us.
Also, you can become a member for free. Just you don't get access to the content, but you keep up with our posts on there.
You will, which we appreciate.
Just check it out. Yeah.
You can subscribe for $5, but if every single one of you sent about 150, you could get us out of a really tight spot.
Not us. We kind of want to see what happens with Quentin.
You could get me out of a really tight spot. I want to see if that loan shark is
serious.
Yeah, right.
4 out of 5 of the people
really
on this podcast are employed.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess which one is not.
Here's the thing, all right? $150 per person. It's not too much to ask.
It is too much to ask. Please don't do that. But you know what you can do? Just thanks for being here in general. Subscribe, leave us a comment, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Well, so long.